that feels better. That feels a little better. Another one. Just tapped it, dude. Yep, there we go. On again. Feels like a bass again. All right, y'all. I've been waiting a month for these ice fishing rods. So let's get into it. Temu had these rods, and I actually seen them about 8 years ago on eBay. 8 or 9 years ago on eBay, I seen these exact ones. I don't know if any of you are familiar with these, but about 8 or 9 years ago, I got them on eBay for about $5 or $6 a pop. Haven't been able to find them at all. Been looking around because I bought a whole bunch when I found them, because bought one that ended up being good, and I bought like 10 more. Couldn't find them for years, but now I just found them on Temu. So let's see if this is the same. I'll try to get a little Temu ice fishing review. Obviously not sponsored, but we will see. So these are 2-piece. There's, what is it? I think 30-inch and 36. So that's pretty cool. Comes apart right there. That's for one of the designs. It's the smaller one, I think this is. But one of the other designs, this is the smaller one, and they actually have a 2-piece rod, which is this one right here. This is the 2-piece rod, which I like. I actually use this in the summertime, doing a lot of pan fishing in the summer. I've even caught carp, I've caught pike, bass, just about anything on this little rod here. These things are good, I promise. 100 centimeters, so I'm not sure how big that is. The sizes were 60, 80, and 100 centimeters, so I got 2 80s and 2 100s, and the 100s are the 2-piecer. Just like that, pretty cool. So I got 2 of each. But yes, the goal today is to get these Temu reels and a Temu rod set up, a whole setup. We're going to go walk down to the lake, try to do some ice fishing with them. Let me show you these a little bit. This, I think, was $10. I've never got this one before, so I have no idea how it'll hold up or if it'll hold up at all. It feels decent. It feels halfway decent, but this part kind of feels like some cheaper plastic. But we'll see. But it seems pretty nice. I don't know what the name is. I can always put the link in the description if it is good. But today will be the test. So what we're going to do is throw a little 2-pound line on one of these suckers, and we're going to give it a go. Also, you guys can see, that is a shanty that I have to do a review on as well soon. 8-man shanty, not from Temu, from Amazon. I forget the brand name of it, but I've already opened it up a couple times, and that thing is legit. Insulated, fully insulated. I got it on Cyber Monday, so I got a hell of a deal on it. Didn't know if it was going to be good. There was no reviews on it, or very little. There was no pictures, really, so I just kind of took a swing, a little shot in the dark, and I think it's good. I can't wait to set it up and show you guys, because that's why I have these mats. I was trying to map out my little ice fishing setup for when I get the boys out there, but that'll be for another day. Today, we're going to go with this. All right, we are all lined up. Little line on there. I used the 80 centimeter because the 100's a bit long. I'm just going to go for some panfish, no big deal. But what I was going to show you that I forgot to tell you is I'm going to use one of these. I got these on Temu as well. So I can pull it out for you. They're little trebles with like a cool... I've seen them before. Right? Pretty cool looking. So I'm going to put one on my Swedish pimple. I'm going to change out, or something. I don't know exactly. But I think one of these cool little trebles on a Swedish pimple would do phenomenal. So we'll give these a shot as well and see what they can't do. So now just gotta pack up and see you out there. If you can see that little jewel on the bottom, it kind of makes the Swedish pimple look a whole lot better. I'm excited to give it a try. Also, listen to the sound of this drag. It actually sounds so nice. Another slight tip, especially with these, it's kind of a long loop knot, but it'll work, especially with these Swedish pimples. I find a loop knot gives it a little more dance to it, a little better presentation. So yeah, just thought I'd tell you that. But now for real, I'm getting ready to go. Peace. All right, guys. As you can see, it is a foggy day. And it's about 40 degrees and misting. We're supposed to get warm weather coming for the next 5-6 days, some really warm weather. So we're going to be careful out here. First things first, we will don our safety equipment and our pick just to see where we're walking. Got to be safe, especially in some weird weather like this. Off we go. 40 degrees and drizzling. Look at this. This shoreline ice is the first to go. So that's where we will need to pick ourselves out, make sure that we are safe. Because out here, normally, the further you're out there, the better. But that shoreline ice likes to go first when you got a lot of running water falling down the embankment. But let's go get on them and see what these fishing rods can't do. See you in a second. The further we get out, the more foggy it gets. That's pretty crazy. I can't see the other side of the lake down there. Alright, push forward. Come drill a couple holes with me. All right, we are here. It's foggy. It looks pretty cool out. But we have it. Temu reel, Temu rod set up, and also that little hook. It's a little Temu. The only thing that isn't is the line and the Swedish pimple, but here we go. Put a little wax worm on it. It says there's a fish or two down there, and we are gonna try to find out. I really like this, how it's got like the little red jewel on the bottom. I think that will be pretty killer, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big Temu guy, but I just was bored one day and looked up the ice fishing stuff. I've got some other normal open water things from them, but let's see. First drop. I got 2-pound line on, and I'm using the 80 centimeter rod. I just felt the 100 centimeter would be a little too big. A bit overkill, I guess you'd say. Let's see. Damn, I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that drag, to be honest. We got one. Oh, popped off. I went to go change the drag. It was a little low. Oh, we're still good. Okay, Still bait up. Switched holes. The other one was doing nothing. I was only staying for a quick second. I stayed there for like 2 minutes. Cut you guys out for a second just so I can move. And this hole seems like it's got more fish, but we have to see. We must find out for ourselves. That's first fish on the Temu. Doesn't feel bad either. Does not feel bad. It's a crappie, dude. That's a nice crappie, too. Oh, my. He's got a little black dot on his head. Wow. He's got a little deformity on his tail, too. Nice crappie. First fish of the day. He hit it. Them crappies can eat a bunch of minnows the size of their mouth. There might be another one. I'm going back down. See you, buddy. Thanks for biting. Here we go. That was promising. He hit it good, and it was a crappie, a nice crappie. Maybe I'll keep one of those, but you gotta let the first one go. Just got to. Smaller. Set the hook like it was a freaking 10-pounder. Sorry about that. Little guy. But as you can see, if you can see the loop knot, and I don't know how the boogie will fit every single hook of the treble in its mouth, but they seem to like to do that sometimes. Bye, buddy. Alright, there's more fish down there. Come on. Another crappie, please. Another crappie. That's a decent sized crappie, too. Just want to let him go. First catch of the day. I'm already kind of liking this reel. Seems like a dink. But I do like this reel already, I must say. Oh, I got off. It helps me. And that thing seems to be working as well. The little bejeweled treble for sure is getting them fish going. The other holes, oh, I only checked one other one, but I did sonar a couple holes over there. There wasn't nothing going, but this hole right here seemed to have a couple fish, so I stopped on it. Please don't be a dink. If it's a dink, we're gonna move. Maybe one more. One more of you guys. And we're gonna move. Uno más. But I will say, rod's nice. I don't know if you guys can catch it. The next one I'll try to hold it still so you can see this. It has a good little flexibility. I'm not a spring bobber fan because I feel like they freeze up too much. But yeah, this rod's got decent. I mean, it's literally like a $8 or $10 rod, maybe even cheaper. I forget how much I paid, but you cannot beat it. I'm gonna try to show you. Oh, did I miss him? Yeah, I did. He nailed it though. Hopefully you guys could see that. I made it again. But yeah, pretty flexible rod. Got him there. Doesn't feel big once again. We're gonna try to get a hole. Get a hole with a couple bigger fish and get back with you, see if we can really test this thing out.
Come on, bye. Go home. You know you want to.
Oh, I missed one. That feels better. That feels a little better. I don't know what it is, but that is actually testing this rod and reel a little bit. Whatever the heck it is, it looked like a decent mark. Uh-oh, what do we got? Stay pinned, it's a bass. Yes. That's a good little test for that rod and reel. Nothing crazy, but probably about a 12-inch bass on the Swedish pimple. Not too shabby. Hey, buddy. See you later. He came right up for it, too. No hesitation. He was not playing games with it. I turned the camera on really quickly because I saw he came out of nowhere. I dropped down. There really wasn't nothing down there, and then boom, there was a mark on me. All right, let's get one twice that size. That'd be insane. All right. Another one. Is this another bass? It looks like there's a big mark down there. Oh, that's another bass. I got another bass. It's gotta be. It's gotta be a school of bass. Oh yeah, this feels decent again too. He's got a little fight in him for sure. Another bass. About the same exact size, dude. Same exact size almost. Would you look at that? A little cookie cutter size bass. Beautiful looking fish. Giving the old rod and reel a good test, but there's more fish down there. So let's see if we can't get another bass. It seems like there's a school, and it seems like they're just leaving. Stay in the area. If I can get down quick enough, I might be able to get a trifecta. These bass, when they school up, they're pretty aggressive. And that was pretty fun. Back to back. Back to back. Put up a decent fight. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like they might have hightailed it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, wait, just kidding. There's one on me. Right on me. It looks a little bigger too. Come on, hit it. Hit it. Just nosing it. Oh, just tapped it, dude. Yep, there we go. On again. Feels like a bass again. Oh my gosh. They're schooled up down there. It kind of feels like a bass. At first it did. Now it kind of gave up. Oh, just a nice gill. He bit it hard. That's a beautiful size gill. Look at that. On the Swedish pimp, I'm going to probably end up. Let's see how big he is for you guys. Right on the tail back there. Just over 9, about 9-inch bluegill. Love to see that. Back down. So far this combo is holding up beautifully, I must say. Obviously we're not done, but
As of right now, I would give it a great rating. It's pretty light too. Red on red, kind of slick. Kind of a sleek look. Looks like there's something down, but they're probably a little finicky. They saw a couple of their buddies get pulled, yanked out from the depths, so I do see one on me, but he is quite unsure of what he wants to do with it. It's directly on me. Darn, my phone's getting so wet. It's just drizzling, just enough to make everything wet. There's one. Oh, wow. That doesn't feel bad either. Oh, wow. Uh-oh, he's in the deuce. I got him out of the deuce, or did I not? Let's just get the deuce out of there. That feels good, dude. Head shakes, head shakes. Perch, head shakes. I felt them head shakes. I had to know it. No way. This is working out wonderfully. This is, look at that. And I think this Swedish pimple with that little jewel on it on the treble has something to do with this magic. That's a beautiful looking perch. And we'll add him right over there with Mr. Bluegill. We're gonna get this deucer down. Deucer down. Load up on another waxworm. And get right back down. I knew when I started feeling them head shakes, I'm like, that feels like a perch. That is a good sign right there. I like the looks of that. I like the looks of that. Alright. Trifecta thread the waxworm on there. My knees are freezing because my dummy head didn't bring the knee pads again. But whatever. Dang, those are not too shabby a fish, I must say. Oh, there's fish down there big time. Oh, little one, frig. He got off. It's alright. There's a bunch of fish down there. There's a bunch of fish. Hopefully they're perch. Holy cow, there's a whole bunch of fish down there. Oh, they're coming up for it. We might have found a little school here. Doesn't feel big. Doesn't feel big. Feels like a gilly. And that's exactly what it is, but it is a big gilly, actually. That'll eat. That is a decent size, probably 8.5. Nice gill. Once again, Swedish pimp. We got 3 on the board for supper. That ain't too shabby. This thing is working wonderfully. I just put 2-pound line on it, and yeah, I could not complain. I fought some decent little fish, nothing too crazy, not some smaller bass, but still got to put a couple species on the board. Oh, hit it on the fall. These fish are active, I must say. I think it's that time of the day where they are hungry. Damn. Holy cow, there's a lot of fish. I'm getting a little excited. They're just bouncing it up. Come on. One committed. Feels good so far. Kind of gave up there. We will see, though. Sometimes they surprise me. Yeah, little guy. Small fry, but we'll take it. Alright, buddy. Once again, I emphasize the loop knot with the Swedish pimple, so it gets a little bit more movement on there. And there's a lot of fish on the screen. Alright, let's get back down there. This is a whole lot of fun, tell you what. A couple nice fish on the ice. A couple bass to make it interesting. Can't complain. It wouldn't help anyways if I complained, as they say. Alright, we're at bottom. I'm going to work directly off bottom. There's so many fish I can't really tell where bottom is. That's directly off bottom, and that feels like a dink. A dink, 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 a dink, da dink. That's what it is. Yes, it is. Alright. Go tell your big brother to bite. Damn, there is a lot of fish down there. That's supposed to be the bottom. Everything below that is all fish. My knees are freaking freezing. I might have to go get my seat. He put slack in my line. A little largy. And he freaking inhaled it. Look at that. He freaking took the jig all the way down. Alright, buddy. Bye, bud. Alright. This is a good old time here. I'm going to stand up once again, because the knees are soaking wet. Not a smart idea by me. But these are pretty nice. That's what makes me not care about my knees, is those dang fish right there. Fish on it, just tons of fish down there. It's insane. I'm just trying to maybe make them chase it and see if the bigger fish are more aggressive. And that doesn't feel like a bigger fish. He grew up a little. Unless he's just wrapped around the deucer and that's what's making him. Yeah, that's exactly what was making him feel big. You're gonna make me do this, buddy. You fooled me. Got wrapped around the deucer. You fooled me, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. There it goes. Alright, well, I'm going to work this hole a little bit. You definitely got to see that this thing works wonders. Not too shabby, I must say. I would recommend 100%, especially for the price. I mean, you can't beat it. I've spent $100 on rod and reel combos for ice fishing, $150 to $100. And honestly, dude, I would take 10 of these over one of those. So for the price and value, and that hook worked wonderfully. If I catch anything else, I'll keep you updated, but for now, I think I got to show you what it's worth, and I think it's worth it. Not too shabby. The 80 centimeter, the 100 centimeter you could use for walleye fishing, maybe pike, bass, whatever, some bigger stuff through the ice, but This 80 centimeter works perfect for panfish. Flexible and sensitivity. So thumbs up, double thumbs up, and we'll be back. Alright guys, stayed out a little longer than I thought, but we still got those 3 fish in the back of the sled. Sorry, it's dark. And that's it. Couldn't catch anything else that was big enough, so we caught a few more, but nothing too big, so we'll drag this thing back home, fillet a couple fish, and hopefully make a fish sandwich. That's the goal. See you in a minute. Late night bass on the Wonder Glow. It's not a bad fish. I'm try to take that out of the net. Alright, buddy. Just like that. Alright. Thanks for biting, bud. I thought it was a giant crappie at first. Heck yeah, it's late. I did not think that was going to be a bass, but we'll take it. Alright, y'all. Back at the crib. Pretty good day of fishing. Caught a few different species to test the rod and reel. And honestly, it's good. I would recommend it highly. I'm going to put everything in the description, all the links. And thanks for watching. Everybody have a good night. Peace. Not the ultimate fish sandwich. Holy cow. That thing is a monster. We still got one left over. 3 fish is all we needed.